Hey guys, hey everybody, it's Scott Stoltz, and I'm back with one of my favorite interviews in the last few months, Methika, who's originally from Thailand, and she has been traveling all over the United States for the last month and a half. And she's back in Boston, and we connected tonight. We have a few other visitors in the room that you can't see right now, but Methika and I are about to go live on her feed back to her home base of Thailand, and we're going to talk about career. We're going to talk a little bit about my work and what I do and how we create our great, how you create your great, how we create fulfilling career. So I just hit the live button on my phone so that you all can tune in and check this out. And Methika's about to hit the live button on her phone, and we're going to go live to Thailand. So you can listen in, and if you have any comments or questions, if you have any comments around the career, we'll keep an eye on my phone too, and see if anybody shoots any questions in about creating a fulfilling and rewarding career. And by the way, last thing before we go live on her phone, she's doing amazing things. She came over to the States to go to school to work on English, right? And make herself more well-rounded and marketable as she builds and creates her career. She's doing amazing things. I have an awesome interview with her from about 6 weeks ago. You can find it on my feed still, or my Scott Stoltz page. And she's got a lot of amazing things going on, and you'll see more of it right now as we talk about career. So thanks for tuning in. Okay, you ready?
Okay, so I'm gonna start now.
Yep, you're good.
โอเคสวัสดีค่ะแฟนเพจของบุตรนะคะสำเร็จได้ทุกเป้าหมายง่ายทีเดียวนะคะวันนี้มีแขกรับเชิญนะคะคุณสกอตนะคะจะมาให้ความรู้นะคะในเรื่องของการที่เราจะค้นหาอาชีพในฝันค้นหา your dream career ได้อย่างไรนะคะก็ I would like to speak in Thai a little bit and translate in Thai for Thai people also. So today I invite Scott to join my Facebook page, and I had a great opportunity to meet him again tonight. So Scott, can you introduce yourself a little bit about your career and how about what do you do right now?
Yeah, sure, of course. Thanks for having me. I love being here. I love connecting.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
hi everybody in Thailand. For those of you who see this now or later, my name is Scott Stoltz, and I'm the founder of Teaching the Lead. I'm a career coach, and I help you, Methika, and many other people love their career. I really believe it's my mission in life to help thousands of people take ownership of their career, to create the fulfillment. I really believe in my heart that we all deserve to have fulfillment in the work we do, but we have to work for it. We have to earn it. We have to own our career, and that's the basis and foundation of how we how we create that fulfillment, is by taking ownership of our career, not waiting to be picked, but stepping up to the plate, being accountable, and creating the career that we really want. So that's what I do, that's what I love, and so many people, as you know, and we've talked about this in the past, need a little bit of that kick, a little bit of a push, and just a different way to look at things. I help people look at things a little bit differently because we're so conditioned, at least here in the United States, to follow a certain path, and I believe, as many others do, that there's different routes that we can create our own path.
Oh, okay, that's อันนี้ก็เป็นการแนะนำตัวของคุณสกอตนะคะคุณสกอตเป็น career coach นะคะก็จะช่วยให้ทุกคนนะคะได้ค้นพบอาชีพในฝันของทุกคนนะคะก็เดี๋ยวกูจะถามว่าจะทำยังไงที่จะเริ่มต้นค้นหางานในฝันของเรานะคะสกอตmany Thai people they get stuck. They don't know what should they do, and they can't follow their dreams. Even though they know that they want to follow their dreams, their passion, but they afraid of it. They can't get out to do something that they want. So how should they do to start living on their dream career? Yeah. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, of course. Yeah, and this isn't unique to people from Thailand or the United States or any other country. We're all wired as human beings, as people, to have a bunch of stories in our mind, to be conditioned to believe certain things, and to want to fit in. A lot of us are wired to, we're all wired this way, but a lot of us go down a route where we want to fit in and take the path that we feel everybody else is taking, that there are expectations for, expectations from our family, from our close friends, go to college, get a good job, get married, have a family. And there's nothing wrong with it. All those things are fantastic. But what we want to do, and what I share with people all the time, is be very aware and be very mindful of, are we doing what we want to do, or are we doing what we think we have to do? Because there's a huge difference between those two paths. And you want to focus on what you really want to do. And you have these fears. You all have them. I have them. Methika has them. We have these fears hardwired into our head, in our heart, in our soul, of things like, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if I run out of money? So, I jumped a little bit ahead of myself because that's really stage 2. But we don't get rid of those. We have to process and be very mindful of the role they play in our life and not let them paralyze us. Don't let that negative self-talk, those limiting beliefs, and those fears that you have about your career because you want to live up to somebody else's expectations, don't let those slow you down. And I'll tee it up this way to really try and answer your question more specifically, and we can unpack this more, is we really want to figure out what we want to do is not hope to find the perfect job and not hope to find our passion. We want to learn what we're good at, we want to learn what we enjoy doing, and we want to learn how we bring value to other people. All right? And one of the best ways to do that at a high level is by doing and trying different things. And, a lot of people, and I totally understand it happened to me at 2 points in my career, but we settle into jobs, we settle into careers, and we get comfortable, and we're wired as people to be comfortable and keep ourselves safe instead of putting ourselves out there, and we settle and we get comfortable. And what we really want to be doing is constantly learning and growing, and a great way to do that is by trying different things and doing different things. And it's by trying and doing different types of jobs and different types of roles, and that doesn't mean you have to recklessly job hop, but by doing that, you learn what you're good at. You learn, what you enjoy doing, and you also learn what you don't enjoy doing. And over time, you learn more about each of those pieces, and also how you bring value to other people, which I would love to talk more about. And then there's an intersection. So you take the things that I just mentioned, and there's an intersection point, and you create that intersection point to literally build the career and the life of your dreams.
Oh, that is a very good point. Yeah, at first I don't know what do I love, so I try many different things until I know that, I have found something that I love to do, and when I do it, I feel like enjoy, I feel love doing that. So I want you to try many different things until you can learn and you can feel that this is the one that you love to do. I want to translate in Thai a little bit. So อยากให้ทุกคนนะคะลองค้นหาสิ่งที่คุณชอบเนี่ยให้ลองทำว่าสิ่งนี้คือสิ่งที่คุณรักสิ่งที่คุณถนัดหรือเปล่านะคะสิ่งที่คุณรักเนี่ยสามารถทำเงินด้วยได้ไหมก็คือคุณสกอตบอกว่าให้หา intersection ก็คือว่าสิ่งที่คุณชอบแล้วคุณenjoy กับมันแล้วมันสามารถทำเงินได้ด้วยนะคะก็คือให้ลองไม่เป็นไรคือไม่ต้องไปกลัวว่ามันจะล้มเหลวไหมมันก็เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของทุกคนที่จะมีความกลัวอยู่แล้วนะคะก็ให้กล้าที่จะก้าวออกมาแล้วก็ลงมือทำสิ่งใหม่ๆลองสิ่งใหม่ๆนะคะ like trial and error we can experience many different things and we can try until we know that which one is the one that you like to do that so I really love this recommendation because I did the same thing that you said before I find my dream career as a coach. So I try many different things like I sell products, sell many different things, but I don't like, I like to contact and meet with people. This one is bring me joy. So I think this coaching career, this is my dream career.
Well, let's pull a couple things out of that, what you just said. So you just mentioned how you love to work with people, right? So over time, what would be great, and not associating or affiliating age too much, but what works really well is after college and at certain stages in our life, we try and we do different jobs. And you learn over time that you really enjoy working with people and helping people. And you also might learn that you like to teach.
Yes.
That's another thing that you enjoy doing, whether it's in a one-on-one capacity or to a room full of people or, like a workshop setting. And you might also learn that you are good at aspects of building a business. So you do different jobs over time. You learn that you like to connect and be with people. You learn that you like to help people. You learn that you like to teach. And you learn that you're pretty good to very good at some of the foundational pieces of building a business. And you bring all that together and you realize, or you create an opportunity for yourself where you are a coach. And you are serving and helping other people in those capacities. You might be helping entrepreneurs. So again, that's such a good example of finding out over time, and it doesn't have to be a terribly long period of time, 10, 20 years. It could be over a period of a few years. I consider myself very fortunate, if you don't mind me sharing this very brief anecdote, that, I worked in corporate for 18 years. So I feel it's not because I have 18 years of corporate experience do I feel I make like a good career coach. It's because I had the benefit of a lot of time of doing different things in different roles that showed me what I'm good at and what I enjoy doing and how I can bring value and help other people. It was through those years, and I had a number of different jobs in my corporate career, plus I started a nonprofit. And I learned over time all those skills that provide value to people. Because at the end of the day, this is why I said earlier, we don't want to look or get too wrapped up. One of the stories, at least here in America, that we tell ourselves a lot is find your passion. We hear that a lot here. Find your passion, do what you love. Those are overplayed stories in our minds. And passion's part of it. Passion is definitely a piece of it. But we really want to find how we provide value to others, because when you provide value to other people, you're going to be fulfilled too. Number one, you're doing a great thing and you're making an impact. And we get fulfillment when we make an impact with and for other people. And oh, by the way, when you provide value to people, you're very marketable and you can make a lot of money, or you can earn good money. It's by providing value to people that we are paid and compensated well, and that's a great thing too. So that's what I coach people on: is don't get wrapped up in the chasing your passion and finding a job that you love. Those are very loose stories. Hone in on the good, what you enjoy, how you provide value, and create that job.
Okay, so you recommend us to find something that you can create value to people. That's the first steps, right?
Yes.
And then
well, it's one of the first steps.
Yeah, one of the and then you're gonna think about later how you can make money from this kind of job or this kind of your dream job. So at first, I don't want you to think about to make money as a first step. So just follow your dream or your passion and do something that bring you joy, and you're gonna think about it later how you can make money. So whatever you do, you will do by your own passion, and the money will follow later. So it's a good point. And then I wanna ask you something about, and you said that you work in corporate job for 18 years, and what is the change? How can I say? And what do you decide to leave your job and follow your dream career?
So what happened with me, and it's a big part of my story, is 10 years ago, I went to New Orleans and volunteered after Hurricane Katrina, which was a big tragedy, natural disaster. And I spent a year in New Orleans doing volunteer work a year after the storm had hit, just doing a lot of cleanup and disaster recovery. And I started a nonprofit and I helped a lot of families in a number of ways. And I bring that up because I had been working in software and technology prior to that for about 6 years and making good money. I wasn't rich, but I was living a very comfortable life and traveling all over the country, doing a lot of consulting work and working with clients and making a healthy salary. And that year that I went to New Orleans, it was all volunteer. I wasn't paid. And it was the most fulfilling year of my life because I was helping other people. I was just making amazing connections and relationships. So that changed me forever, and it changed my perspective forever because I did a few years of nonprofit work. I also came back to Boston and did work for United Way and Catholic Charities for a while. But I always remembered what helping those families in New Orleans was like and how I felt. And it was the most rewarding time of my life, and I didn't earn a dime for 14 months. Not a single dime. I lived off of my savings. So it had nothing to do about money. It had nothing to do about title. I was often sleeping in volunteer camps and on cots and on floors. And so I realized that it's not those things in life that make us happy and fulfilled. It's when you are helping and impacting other people and doing something that matters. And I saw the difference it made in some people's lives. So when I went back to corporate, I always had in the back of my mind that I needed to get more experience. I needed to get more leadership experience in that corporate environment. But I knew eventually I was going to go off and do really what filled my heart, which was helping people. And the only part I had to figure out was what I would help people with. I started and I said, I'm going to teach leadership. I love leadership. But I knew I was going to break out of corporate after a few more years and go out and help people. So, for me, I was very fortunate too because I had the opportunity to learn from my New Orleans experience. But that ties back to what I said earlier about you do and try different things. If I had never decided to go to New Orleans and help for a year, I wouldn't be sitting where I am today. Even though volunteering in New Orleans and a career coach who's based in Boston, they don't seem to have any correlation, but they're extremely connected because I'm here today because of what I learned from that year.
Oh, yeah, that is good. So is that because you try different things when you do this or volunteer, so you know that what is fulfill your life, what you should do to fulfill your life, and you have like a mission to help people after that, right?
Yes,
that's
exactly.
your mission. So, and the last question, and I would like you to give some more advice. What is the most important things that we should do to live on their dream career? But even though now they are still work in like a corporate job and do a work that they hate, they don't want to go to work. When they wake up early morning, it's like myself in many years ago when I woke up in the morning, I feel like, oh my gosh, I want to go to work.
I know that feeling well.
Yeah, it's not feeling well to go to work, but I have to go. So what should they do right now, even though they still live in their job that they don't want to work?
Well, I would share a couple things about that. Number one is whatever job you have, you can find things that will help you grow and that can even excite you. Even if you don't love your job, step back and really be mindful of and think and put feeling into what are the one or two things that I can learn from while I'm in this job, learn and grow from, and even enjoy. I've had jobs, I had a couple of jobs in particular, where I didn't really care for the mission of the company that I worked for. I didn't really believe in, or the product that we offered didn't excite. It wasn't a bad product or service, but it didn't excite me. and that didn't jazz me up at all. And I also had a couple jobs where I didn't like the organization I was part of, my management team. But I stepped back and I said, what can I learn from still while I'm in this job? And for example, I realized that working with a couple of the teams that I was involved with, I can learn from them. And I also really enjoyed collaborating with people. I like being part of project teams and all that. So I said, I'm going to focus on the benefits that I get out of working with others, learning from them, helping other people. That's a big part of it. And you can always find things that you learn and that excite you in a job. And if I would ask you, if you're in a job that you don't really like or love, to make note of what those are and use them, leverage them, make the best out of your situation while you're on the path to figuring out all those other pieces about what you're good at and what excites you and what you want to go do so you can provide value. The other, and there's a lot more to it, but that's high level. The other thing I would say is this, is that remember, and let's keep in mind that, you know, our brain, the way we're wired, and I don't provide scientific or academic data, but I know this enough from my work and working with a lot of amazing people and my coaches. We have the intellectual side of our brain and ourselves and our personality and the emotional side. Intellectual and emotional. And what really has helped me tremendously is learning how to bring them together. And I say that for this reason, because the world has changed. The world used to be a lot about how much you knew. How much do you know? What degrees do you have? And how much knowledge that you have in a subject matter expertise. And a lot of people who did well in careers, it was predicated on not only those, but those were a big part. Well, the world, we're not in the industrial era anymore. We're in the connection economy, where the relationships that you build and how you make people feel and that value you provide to others, that's what really propels your career. So I always say too, no matter what job you're in, bring together that intellectual side, definitely learn and gain as much knowledge as you can, but bring in the emotional side of your brain and your heart and your whole life too, and bring them together in a way where you're emotionally intelligent, you're raising your game, you're self-aware, you're empathetic, and you're listening to and supporting and understanding other people's circumstances. And you do that, and you're a great colleague, you're a good partner, you're an excellent boss, you're a great support mechanism that people will trust, and it will naturally up-level your career. Being in touch with our feelings, and a lot of people struggle saying those words, especially, at least here in the States, but being in touch with the emotional side of who we are and what we do really up-levels your game and your career, because that's how you differentiate yourself now. We no longer differentiate ourselves based on the degrees and the certifications and the knowledge that we have. Those help, but how we differentiate ourselves in today's world and today's economy is how we make other people feel. So no matter what job you're in, and even if you don't really like it, work on that part. Work on that part of your life, of your career, how you make others that you work with feel. If you manage clients or customers, your job is to make sure that you're making people feel good through your stories, through your services, through your work. And oh, by the way, when you do that, you're going to be more fulfilled, because you're going to see the results of the outcome of that. You're going to see that you're making people happy, that people trust you, and they're going to gravitate to you, and everything in your life gets better.
Oh, that's wonderful advice. อยากจะแปล I'm ready to translate in Thai ก็คือว่าอยากให้ทุกคนเนี่ยตั้งใจทำงานกับปัจจุบันตรงหน้าให้เต็มที่ก่อนนะคะก็คือว่าให้ทำงานให้เต็มที่ให้เปลี่ยนความคิด emotional side you said like emotional side you have to change your mindset toward your job นะคะก็คือให้ change your mindset ว่างานที่คุณทำตรงหน้าเนี่ยช่วยผู้คนเสิร์ฟผู้คนยังไงนะคะก็คือไม่ว่าจะเป็นงานอะไรก็ตามเนี่ยก็คือสามารถให้คุณค่ากับคนรอบข้างตัวคุณได้นะว่าจะเป็นเจ้านายของคุณเพื่อนร่วมงานของคุณนะคะหรือจะเป็นคนรอบข้างก็คือให้มองเห็นว่างานที่คุณทำเนี่ยมันมีคุณค่าและคุณสามารถเซิร์ฟผู้คนได้นะคะแล้วหลังจากนั้นเนี่ยถ้าคุณปรับ mindset ได้แล้วเนี่ยคุณก็จะมีโอกาสดีๆเข้ามาเองนะคะเพราะว่าคุณทำงานตรงหน้าเต็มที่แล้วเนี่ยเดี๋ยวโอกาสดีๆมันก็จะเข้ามาหาคุณเองนะคะ because if everyone do their own job as best as they can, so it's like you can bring value to people. So at first I did the same thing because at that time I get bored, I don't want to work, but I changed my mindset that even though I hate this job, but I changed that this job is create value to other people around me. So I did my own best, and after that many opportunities come to me. My boss compliment me, and they gave me many chance, and I have a good opportunity for my job when I change my mindset, when I have a good emotion toward my job. So after that you will get the better result from your own job. ก็คืออยากให้ทุกคนเปลี่ยน mindset รักงานตรงหน้าของคุณก่อนนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวงานที่คุณชอบงานที่คุณใฝ่ฝันเนี่ยมันจะเข้ามาหาคุณเองนะคะก็คืออย่างของบูธเนี่ยก็คือว่าแต่ก่อนก็คือไม่ชอบงานประจำแต่ไม่ชอบงานนี้อยากเปลี่ยนงานแล้วแต่ว่าเราเปลี่ยน mindset ว่างานนี้มันมีคุณค่ายังไงสมว่าคุณค่ากับทุกคนยังไงแล้วมันก็จะมีโอกาสดีๆเข้ามาหาเราเองเราก็จะได้โอกาสจากเจ้านายก็จะหมุนงานให้เราไปทำงานอื่นที่ทำให้เราไม่เบื่อทำให้เราได้โอกาสงานใหม่ๆเข้ามามากขึ้นนะคะแล้วก็จะมีความสุข enjoy กับมันมากขึ้นนะคะก็today was amazing to talk with you. We got many advice about how to create your dream career, so I think many Thai people can follow your recommendations, and I think I can confirm that your suggestion is true because I did the same thing that you said. I try many different things and I changed my mindset toward my previous job, and after that I got many opportunity. I promote to do a better position. That is a good
the proof's in the stories, and it shows, and I've met so many people. Everything that I share and teach, it's not just from my life, it's from connecting with and learning from so many people who have done this and shown the way that when you take ownership of your career, when you're 100% accountable and you bring together EQ and emotional intelligence with all the intellect and all the knowledge you've built over the years, and just work on finding your purpose. And by finding I mean going out and making it happen. Learn what you're good at and what you enjoy doing, and how you bring value to other people. And I'll say this is my last comment, is that I always remind myself of this. I never envisioned being a career coach until a year ago. So years went by, and I wasn't hoping to find some dream career as a career coach. I wasn't saying that my passion is to be a career coach. I came to this point in my life because of all that I talked about already tonight, and learning along the way, and realizing that I could create this role for myself where I help and serve other people, and it really lights me up and keeps me excited. So because so many of our career paths are not linear, we're trying to do different things, and we veer all over the place. So just take that to heart and realize and it's never too late, no matter where you are, no matter what job you have, no matter how old or how young you are, that what we've talked about serves all of us really well, and you can have fulfillment. You just got to go out and make it happen and create it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it was wonderful today to get many useful advice from you, Scott. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I think next time we have an opportunity to do Facebook Live again in different topics.
I look forward to it. That'll be great.
โอเคค่ะก็สำหรับวันนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวใครที่ยังไม่ได้เข้ามาก็เดี๋ยวตามฟังย้อนหลังนะคะอันนี้เป็นไลฟ์ที่ดีมากๆอยากให้ฟังกันนะคะก็ยังไงเดี๋ยวบุตรจะโพสต์ลงใน Facebook แล้วก็ YouTube Channel นะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวเรากลับมาพบกันใหม่นะคะโอเคบ๊ายบายสวัสดีค่ะบ๊ายบาย